It's got no snap, no zip. I need a nickname that makes people light up.
You mean like Liza?
I was thinking T-Bone.
Well, the one that I always remember is Salad.
Salad is solid.
Salad was Sean Jones.
Yes.
What'd you call Frank?
Corker.
You want to tell us why?
No.
But there's no T in your name. What about G-Bone?
There's no G-Bone.
There's a G-Spot.
That's a myth.
T-Bone, the ladies are gonna love you.
Adam Timmerman,
Templeman. You know why.
because Reggie couldn't say his last name.
Yeah. This is getting ridiculous, Templeman.
Love that T-Bone. In fact, you might as well call me.
That sounds good. I'll have one too.
Watkins, you having a T-bone?
I love them.
Well, then we should call you T-Bone.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Lapp.
All right, get a good look at him, Josh. Get a good look at him live and in person.
This is it. Yeah.
Our guy's going down to Florida, working on his tan. Can't stand all these perfect days up here in
I
Wisconsin.
tell you what, it is lush. I ain't gonna lie. It is lush.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Can somebody be considered a grinder if they take a 2-week vacation and work 4 days and then take another day off?
I didn't want to go. It's kind of a lie. But I wanted to come back. Kind of. But I wanted to come back before it was over. Can you be a grinder? No, I don't think you can. I don't.
That's a big admission for you, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Self-awareness, that's what I'm all about. You know?
But once he gets down to Florida, then it's all grind all the time.
You know what I'm ready to do? Some fishing. Crab seasons has opened up.
Well, but before you look forward to that, you had a lot of stuff you had to take care of up here.
I think I got it all, though.
Okay.
I think I did it. Everything's all set.
Well,
the only thing I forgot about
yeah.
that I wanted to bring is my clubs.
Okay.
Forgot about it.
Yeah,
But
that's easily fixable.
I can figure that out.
Yeah, you can figure that out.
Because I'd like to start playing more. Knee feels great. I don't know what happened. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Doctor report after I had scans done said there is degeneration, but I'm good. Fight it off.
I mean,
so I think.
I mean, I would expect just about anybody who played damn near a decade at your position in the NFL to have some degeneration in their knee.
But it would be nice to get back into a little bit of golf.
I'll tell you what. 9 holes.
Yes.
Again, I know everybody loves playing 18. Like I was out on Tuesday before we did On the Tee. Stephen Watson doesn't get to play as much golf anymore. He's a busy guy, 2 kids at home, doing PGA Tour Live, doing all the Buck Brewer stuff he did this year.
Yep.
He's got a lot of stuff going on, so he doesn't get to play. So we had time. We played 9 holes. It was great. Got to walk 9 holes so quick.
The perfect amount of holes is 12 holes.
There is a...
Nine's not quite enough.
Yeah.
18's way too many.
There is a 12-hole course that's going to be a part of the new Sand Valley course.
Really?
I was going to say, that's a thing that's happening now. I've heard and seen it happening more frequently.
Well, because a lot of these places are putting in par 3 courses.
Yep.
You know, so I was up at the beginning of the football season, played some golf with a friend of mine who was in from out of town. We went up to Trapper's Turn. And they have a 12-hole short course in the middle of the 27 holes they have up there that I got to play for the first time. That was fun. But that's like a short course. It's just, it's all par 3s. This is an actual course that they went, hey, we only have land for like 12 holes. Yeah, let's just do that. And they look at it as an afternoon course if you want to play more golf in the afternoon if you're up at the resort.
What about an executive course? How long would that take to play?
An executive course?
3 hours?
If you're playing all 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. If you're just bumming around in a cart, probably faster.
Because I'm good for 3's about my max.
Yeah.
Until I
That's what I'm saying. The 12 holes would be, would be good for you.
Okay.
I think that would be good for you. But you were packing up here, but you had to put in a little extra work. Had to clean up out at the lake a little bit more. Did you not?
I did. No, because once it's over, it's over. I don't clean it because then someone comes in and does a spot clean in the summer. But we had family out there that stayed for 2.5 weeks.
Okay. That's nice of you.
I don't want to get in trouble here because stuff gets back.
Okay.
But it got me to thinking. If someone stays in your house without you there,
yeah.
what would you expect when you leave?
So I guess it depends upon the situation because we are, since my wife and I got our house, we have not taken a vacation where we've left the dog at home. We haven't left where, we went to Mackinac Island this year. We were able to take the dog with us. We drove up. He was fine. We're going to go fly down and visit her parents coming up here in November. Not going to be taking the dog, right? Not taking Bubba on the plane. So we're going to have to ask, I'm probably going to ask my mom to see if she wants to come down, stay at the house, stay with the dog. I'm not expecting her to do anything because she's doing me a favor at this point, dog sitting.
Yeah.
She's the one doing me the favor. On the other hand, so in that situation, I'm not expecting her to really clean anything, right? Obviously, if you're using dishes.
Yeah, but she's doing a service for you.
Yeah, but she's not. But I would also expect her not to pile up dishes in the sink. She's going to do basic tidy things in terms of picking up after herself. But I'm not expecting her to full on clean. You, on the other hand, is a completely different situation.
Yes.
I would if I'm staying at a friend's house
for 2.5
for 2.5. I mean, really for any amount of time, and they're not there. I am trying to make sure. My goal is to, when they come back,
yes,
they didn't realize I was there.
I think Jen nailed it.
Because you put this in our group text.
Jen nailed it, and Jen said, leave it better than you got it.
Mm-hmm. If they tell me to strip the bed, I'm stripping the bed. If they don't want me to strip the bed, I'm asking.
You make the bed.
If I am not stripping the bed, I am making the bed.
No. So when I turn over a place, it's immaculata.
Yeah.
It's immaculata.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm anal and I'm bored, so I clean. So before they get, all the sheets are done, everything's done.
Mm-hmm.
Would you expect the bed to be washed and remade?
I would not expect someone to I would not expect them to strip the sheets, wash them, and then put them back on the bed.
Why?
I would not expect that.
Josh?
No, not the laundry.
Totally.
I'm not expecting you to do the laundry.
That's not better than you left it. That ain't better than you left it.
I don't know how to use everyone's washer and dryer. They are different. I also don't want to mess up any system they have. I don't want to potentially cause any issue. If you showed me how to do it, or it's a very big, and you asked and said, hey, could you, on the way out, toss those in the wash machine and we'll handle them when we get home, I'd do it.
Because it also depends, right? Let's say I flew in for this. Let's say I flew in. I've got an 8 a.m. flight. I don't have enough time to strip the bed, wash the sheets, and make it.
True. Yeah.
Right?
Fair enough.
So it depends upon when you're leaving as well.
All right. What if you're just going for a weekend?
Because I'm not going to sleep on the floor so I can make sure the bed is perfectly made.
What if you're going for a weekend?
I mean, I guess I would treat this whether I'm there for 3 weeks or a weekend.
Yeah.
You treat it the same?
I'm probably treating it the same. Because my friend...
What about wiping down the counters?
I'm doing all of those things. I'm doing all of those things.
Fixing the cushions.
Yeah, again, I'm trying to... My goal, if it's one night, a week, a month, whatever.
You clean the toilets?
No, I'm not scrubbing down your toilets.
I'm probably not going to scrub down
In 3 weeks, you're not going to blast dirt all over the rim and stuff like that. Well, you guys don't ever ask to stay at my house, please. Ever.
Had no plans of it, to be quite frank.
Look, I already knew what the answer was. You think I was going to ask?
I think
toilets get dirty. How often do you clean your toilets?
Once a week, once every other week.
So why wouldn't you do it after 3 weeks stay?
Because I'm not your maid.
I'm not charging you. Stay there. Wow. I think it's a generational thing. I really think it is.
I think it's you thing. I think it's a you thing. I think this is a you thing.
No, it is not.
This is a you being anal retentive
Old
about how
people,
clean
please.
things are. 800-990-3776.
Like,
would I have to mow the lawn? Am I mowing the lawn?
No,
there's
you
a
can't
service
touch
that does that.
Here's the thing.
Hold on. Would you straighten up the chairs on the back deck?
Yes.
Yeah, again, However, I'm going to try to remember. I'm not going to like take a picture and go, oh, this chair was perfectly here. I am going to try to make sure it is as organized and looks like
I think it's a
looks like it is as close to
I guarantee
what I
your
left
mother and your dad, your mother would clean the house and leave it better than she left
I don't know if she's cleaning the toilet.
Yeah, no. Most people aren't.
Why? Because you don't know how to do it, and toilets are different, and you don't know the. I mean, that was the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my life about washing machines, Josh.
Mark
washing
says
machines are the easiest things to operate.
They are not.
Mark says standard is just stripping the bed and placing near/in laundry.
What about wiping down counters?
Yes, I am doing all of those things. Again, you are somehow projecting us not doing the bed and cleaning the toilets to us just completely leaving the place a sty, and that's not at all what we're saying.
Do you want me to get in there in your shower with a scrubber and wipe down?
Shower's fine.
Oh, okay.
What about sink? There's toothpaste stuff and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, that's like an easy wipe down.
I want it to look like I wasn't there.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Okay.
Mitch on the Carpless Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Chewy is Nick Saban in the Verbo commercial.
Yes! I don't have a problem with that.
No, showers no longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa.
I think
yes.
Mitch nailed it.
He did.
I think you just shouldn't have people stay at your place. You're just not okay, because there is no, aside from somebody committing 6 hours to a deep clean, it would be insufficient for you.
Not 6.
4.
Like, again, I am going to try to leave it as if I wasn't there.
Yes.
Like, you would not be able to tell that I was there.
That's what Jen said.
Yeah, like I'm not scrubbing behind your toilets. I'm not checking your pipes to make sure they're all working. Organizing your basement. I don't know what the expectations for you are.
Like, does every one of your bathrooms in your house have a scrubber cleaning solution?
Yes. Not they have a scrubber, but there is a place where the cleaning supplies are kept.
Because that's the other thing. Like, unless
vacuum.
If it's obvious where it is. Because the other thing is, I'm not just going to be like going through all of your closets trying to find all the stuff.
That sounds like an excuse.
If I open up underneath the kitchen, the sink
Yes.
in the bathroom, and there are some cleaning supplies there, yeah, I'm probably going to use them. But I'm not just going to be like going through private closets, like trying to find things.
Do you replace the bubblies? Do you replace the bubblies that were in the refrigerator or LaCroix or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, like so I like this from Ryan in McGuanago. Light clean with a bottle of wine on the counter, $100 bill next to
Ryan can stay at my house whenever he wants.
Right. That, to me, the only thing I want you to know I was there by is the note, the thank you note, and whatever gift I leave behind.
Correct.
That's
the gifts, to me, the gift goes without saying. And if for you, 100%, it's going to be a bottle of wine. And because I know the wine you like, because you have told me the wine to get for other people, which I have followed that advice and they love, like, it's an easy thing. Like, here's the bottle of wine I'm leaving behind for you and a thank you note.
Okay. Because we stay at the Spaniards.
Yep.
In St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
We always go there for a weekend. And very nice house, beautiful house. But that's what we strip the sheets, and then we wipe down the sink. Definitely get all the trash out of there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then leave the... Yeah, okay.
So I don't hear you scrubbing toilets.
That's a 3-day stay.
Oh. So when does the toilet become a requirement? 7 days?
Depends
10
how
days?
much Mexican you eat.
Put it this way. I'm not going to leave a toilet that looks like it has been recently used. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, if you have done some damage, you're again, I want you to think as if I was not there.
Okay.
Right? Like, that is
It's not gonna be
ultimately the
cleaner
goal.
than when you left.
Oh.
All right. That's good. That's good.
Kevin says, "Good morning, men. I would wipe the bathroom counter, toilet, and around and the floor around it every other day. Can I stay at your place?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Kevin from Illinois wants to.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm looking for.
Frankie says, "Look, I hate agreeing with Joshy, but washing machines are a lot different than they used to be."
Yeah.
You think so? How? You hit a button, you go to speed wash, dink, pull the little thing out, a little bit of soap, and you're good to go.
So you're a speed wash only guy?
Yeah, they said this big cycle's worthless. There's no need for it. No, that's what they say.
Who's they?
See, also,
who's they?
Would you have told me that? Would you have told me before leaving, hey, just speed wash her, she'll be fine?
Yeah. Because if you speed wash, then you can get it to the dryer quicker, and maybe before you leave, you can remake the bed.
Tom in Fort Atkinson says, I would rather have them just strip the bed because if I'm not washing it, are you sure it's been washed?
It depends on the company. Sometimes, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Well, yeah. Sometimes I let people stay in a bed that's hasn't been washed.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm not gonna lie.
Are you kidding me? Are you bleeping me? Come on, man.
Like if my kids have slept in the bed,
yeah,
I am not washing the sheets for Frank.
Does Frank know that?
He does now. But you know what? I don't think Frank cares.
I would doubt it.
It doesn't seem like this seems like a very specific situation where you can get away with the behavior you are describing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do I also think you've stretched those specifications from somebody who's not Frank?
Yeah, I have. And we're not going to name names.
Mitchell wants to know, what about cleaning the gutters, replacing the furnace filter? Are these all also expectations?
Some light pruning. The blowers in the garage.
Before we get to Jason, Mark, who did text earlier, I'll throw this shout out there for Mark's daughter. Shout out to his daughter punching her ticket to sectionals for girls high school golf yesterday for Pewaukee High School. So shout out to Mark's daughter.
Good for her.
I mean, I love golf, so Mark pulling at my heartstrings there. Jason Wilde, we'll get to some fun Packers stuff after whatever it is we just did. That's next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94, you're seeing delays from about 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's backing up from 84th Street through to 35th. And northbound 41, watch out for those delays before Mayfair Road, stretching all the way up to Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly sunny, a high of 74 at the lake, 82 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 63. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
While the green and gold have been doing some off-roading.
That was poorly managed. Almost lost the game before they had a chance to tie.
It was like watching a slow-motion car crash in front of your face where I'm just looking at the clock and I'm like, oh my God.
It's time for the Pack to get back into the fast lane. Get all your Packers bye-week coverage right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. I reclaim my outdoor space by having Comfort Awnings install a motorized retractable awning so I can enjoy the sun and get relief when I need it. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive a free motor for your automated awning with your order. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at GreatMidwestBank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Hey everybody, this is Stephen Bauer, CEO of the Guest House of Milwaukee. You know, homelessness isn't just a number. It represents our neighbors and our community. At Guest House of Milwaukee, we've spent decades helping people find stability, housing, and hope. On Thursday, November 13th, we invite you to our gala, A Night of Hope and Dignity. It's a night to stand with those working to overcome homelessness and those who support them. Join us. Tickets are available at guesthouseofmilwaukee.org, and together we can change lives.
Ready, down, put. All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project this year? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
He is our friend. He is our teammate. He is Jason Wilde. He joins us 3 times a week on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Good morning, dude.
What's up, dude?
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Just, Jason, first of all, I want to thank you, which you probably don't get enough of, and you should. Thank you for asking the tough questions that I wanted answered from LaFleur at the end of that game. That's number one.
Well, thank you for thanking me. I'm deeply touched.
Now, having said that, what was your take? Because we talked about it on the show and we weren't really buying it. I'm interested to know what your take on that whole exchange was.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I'm not sufficiently skeptical, people can criticize me. I understand that. But my take was that the communication was poor, which is his fault, right? If your players aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, they certainly have responsibility for that, right? Yeah. I mean, and I do get frustrated when fans absolve them, but it also means that whether you thought you communicated it sufficiently or not, clearly you didn't, because they're not doing what you're supposed to do. So I thought I enjoyed how honest he was. I noticed that the responses to me tweeting out the video of his answer were very negative. I mean, there were certainly positive people, so maybe it was just that's how social media is. But there were a lot of people, this guy should be fired, and you actually thought this was a good answer, and this and that. And my point is that in a world where most coaches and the path of least resistance for them is to, not be very forthcoming, I thought to be that honest about what it was like through his eyes to be watching that play out the way it did, I thought that was refreshing. And what's important to remember here is that he is helpless after Love throws that check down, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't throw that ball. You can't. If the double move to Golden, which is what they wanted there, which they felt they had set up with the previous play where they threw the wide receiver screen to Golden and Diggs jumped it, and got through Romeo, who missed the block, and it was a 3-yard loss. They believed that if they ran it again, and this time he ran a double move and went up the field, it was going to be a walk-in touchdown. Well, they covered it better. They ran cover 2 was LaFleur's explanation, and it wasn't going to work. So that's when Jordan Love has to have the presence of mind to chuck the ball out of bounds because they're out of timeouts. And instead, he checks it down to Wilson. He said after the game that he was hoping that Wilson could make a guy miss and then get out of bounds. Yeah, great. But he's not playing against Ashwaubenon High School. He's playing against NFL players. And they tackled him. And now you're in deep doo-doo. So, my point with LaFleur was, at that point, there's nothing he can do other than say in Love's headset, we got to go, let's go, we got to go, get him huddled up, let's go, or get him on the line of scrimmage, let's go. And that was the part that I thought, I didn't understand why some of those guys escaped the criticism. Like all 11 of the guys on the field, I just don't understand what they were thinking. Like everyone at home in their living room was thinking, these guys got to get moving. And yet they were just taking their sweet old time. And that deserves criticism too, is my point.
Jason, real quick, though, on the golden screen.
I'm in no hurry.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to hog because Gabe has accused me of homering him before.
Yeah, but you haven't been on in like a month.
Yeah, that's
came
fair.
back earlier this week.
He's off tomorrow,
you
too.
got catching up to do it.
Yeah, and he's off tomorrow, Jason. So he's got to get all his questions in now.
Fair.
Jason, just a quick rules. I'm not sure what the rule is, but on that screen to golden, can Doubs cut Diggs coming up like that?
I don't know. I mean,
because we were taught back in the day, and not even taught. It was just you reacting to the situation. If I felt I was losing a guy or whatever, I would cut him. You don't want to, but in that instance, you have to. I'm just wondering, in that instance, if you can do it, why the hell didn't he just cut him?
I don't think you can in today's NFL. I feel in the open field like that, you can't, because and my explanation for why I think you can't is because if that's an offensive lineman out there, the DB can't go low on the offensive lineman.
But it's so stupid.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that goes both ways. Yeah, that goes both ways. I believe you can't go low in open space. The only time you can cut now, I think, is tight to the line.
Certainly tackle it. You can cut a guy tackling him if he had the ball.
Correct.
Right here, I see in 2021, the NFL expanded the free blocking zone to prohibit blocks below the waist within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage and 2 yards outside of the tackle position.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't.
All right. Thank you. That's all I got.
Somewhere John Tierlink is pleased.
Oh, I hate that. That's fingernails on a chalkboard, Jason. I'd punch that guy if I saw him today, if he's alive.
So another rules question for you, Jason.
I'd punch that guy if he's alive. Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's been a morning. He's got like senioritis already. It's been a weird week with Chewy because he was actually in a good mood on Monday because his body thought it was 2:00 in the afternoon, trying to recover from being over in Europe, and now he's got senioritis because he's going back down to Florida. He's just been.
I'm bringing value.
It's been a great week.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's been an interesting week. You certainly have brought value.
You ask the man a question, please.
We asked this of Shefty yesterday, and he didn't have the answer. So, in the situation that the Packers were in, when does LaFleur's headset get cut off when there's no play clock left? Like, we know when there's the play clock, at 15 seconds, the communication gets cut off.
Oh.
But when there's no play clock, like in that situation, because they snapped it with 28 seconds left, obviously there's no play clock. Does the headset get turned off? Is he able to talk to Love the entire time? Do you have any idea the answer to that?
No.
Okay. Doesn't seem like anybody does.
Stellar question, though. That is a great question.
Yeah, that really is.
Which I got to be honest, I didn't even think about. I will do some research on that.
Yeah, because it only comes up, Jason, like in a very obviously specific instance like this, because the only time you're without the play clock is under 40 seconds in any quarter.
Does the play clock get turned off in that situation? Or is it still running?
Like a shot clock?
Yeah, I know it does in basketball. Is it the same?
I'm pretty sure
football?
It goes dead.
Yeah.
At least it used to in
yeah,
our
it goes
day.
dead. Yeah. Like if you're in the stadium, there's nothing up there. So yeah, but I don't know if like for this instance, Josh, like maybe it is.
They have their own.
Well, now wait. Well, wait a minute. Go back.
Okay.
Josh, you go into my story on channel3000.com about this because I embedded the tweet from Awful Announcing, which had the video of Collinsworth and Tirico calling that. And if you remember, they're showing the replay of it, and then they have to cut away from it because McManus is kicking the game-tying field goal. But I could have sworn they had two clocks superimposed on the bottom of the screen, and one was the game clock, and one, I thought, was the play clock.
Oh well, so in that instance, Jason, yes, there would be a play clock because the play clock there's an incomplete pass, so the clock is stopped. So then the play clock gets.
No, for the play where they throw incomplete the goal then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wow,
Okay.
look at that. Look at that.
Nice job.
Take that, Shefty. You know way more than me, but I at least knew to find that tweet.
Jason, are they trying to extend Romeo Doubs?
I don't think so. I don't know that. I saw there was something from Jeremy Fowler, but look, and Jeremy does a great job. He's one of their go-to guys. He couches absolutely everything. Like, as opposed to Schefter, who has, like, everything nailed down because he's Schefter. Jeremy is, he's the way I would be if I was in that role. Like, I don't want to get burned on this, right? And I don't always trust what I'm being told by people who have ulterior motives. But, like, if you look at the phrasing of how he says that, he says they had cursory conversations.
Cursory talks.
Yeah.
My sense is they have more interest in potentially extending him, talking about a potential trade. So he doesn't think the Packers are interested in that. Sides have had cursory talks, keeping in contact about the future. Doubs staying in Green Bay beyond 2025 is at least a possibility, but getting a bargain deal for an emerging receiver without a 1,000-yard season is getting increasingly harder.
Yeah, so here's I will just say this. During the offseason, and obviously he has played very well, right? I mean, he's been incredibly productive. He did miss that block, but that was, everybody makes mistakes. He has been really good. 3-touchdown game, that's the kind of buzz you would certainly expect from that. I was told by someone who works in the building that basically what Romeo needed to do this season was to put his head down, work his tail off, ball out so you get paid by someone else. Because, again, I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that this is what the mentality was, that after what happened last year, which, by the way, and I wrote about this morning, it is week 5. He's coming off a 3-touchdown game, literally the same week of the year that last year, going into, instead of them having the bye, they were going into that LA game. He no-showed for work on Thursday. So it's incredible. Like, I hate the cliche, what a difference a year makes. But in this instance, there is no better cliche. Like, now we're sitting here going, they could extend him. Again, maybe he has shown enough that it will change, and he will continue to do so, that it will change their tune. Matt LaFleur certainly had a very positive tune when we talked to him on Tuesday. He called that one thing a blip on the screen. If that's true, and they've changed their mentality about that, then yes, it's possible that they could extend him.
But based on what Watson got, what do you think the number would be?
That's a great question.
See, that's the thing. I have no idea what the number is.
Right, and if I'm him, again, and obviously he has to overcome whatever perception there would be about that event from last year with a new team too. But it's just different if it's with some other team as opposed to your current team. He also has to keep doing what he's doing, and frankly, and I do not say this callously, he has to make sure he doesn't get any more concussions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, that you know that becomes a red flag for teams through no fault of your own. But if you prove to be, and this is an unfair word to use, but I'm going to use it because that's the way it's going to be perceived when they're negotiating, concussion prone, that gets held against you. It shouldn't, but it does, because they don't want a guy that's going to miss time. So I'm fascinated by what's going to play out here. He also has to sustain this great attitude and great production. If and when
it's been good production. I'm not going to great
13
production.
Catches. Yeah, 13 catches.
Because
not great,
he's on pace, Jason, for a career high 761 yards. So I don't know if that's great production.
Well, it'll be great production if then after they get Watson back and then they get Reed back and Matthew Golden has continued to emerge, if he's able to keep being having good production, right? Like, again, there's only one ball, and when those guys get back, those guys are valuable pieces too. Like, he has a niche or a niche. How do you say that? Niche?
I
always go back and forth on that. Yeah. Because as a third down guy and a red zone guy, he's phenomenal. Like, he really is. He's so reliable.
I am glad that Jared on the Carbless Talk at text line, 800-990-3776, is not in the position of Russ Ball.
Uh-oh.
He is suggesting somewhere between 17 and 20 million.
Ooh.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Well, again, I think that's what Jeremy Fowler's point is in that post, is that you're not getting bargains. And I don't, like, again, I'm not sitting here saying that every player I've ever covered I've really gotten to know extremely well, unlike my relationship with Chewy and Tausch and a lot of other guys. I don't know him at all. I just don't. Like, I don't know what makes him tick. I don't know what he wants. I don't know. Like, again, the thing that happened a year ago when he no-showed for work, it was the weirdest thing about it was that he was on the field more than any other wide receiver at that point. He had been targeted two fewer times in the first 4 games than Wicks and Reed, who had been targeted 2 more times. There was like 22, and 20, and yet he was unhappy with his role. He's an enigmatic guy, and I would never be able to pretend to be like, oh, I know what. He'd stay for less money. He loves it here. There are guys where I feel like I know them well enough to know that that's what they would do, or that they would say, forget that, man. I am getting as much money as I can. There will be no hometown discount. And with him, I honestly, I don't know him, so I can't say it.
Jason, appreciate the time. I will talk to you again tomorrow.
You will?
Yes. Well, Chewy's not going to be here.
Who else will?
Just me. Me and Joshy tomorrow.
Don't be a martyr.
What?
That sounded martyrous, Jason.
It's just a factual statement.
Okay. Thank you for your service.
Your service.
He asked a question. I answered the man's question.
Okay, but you're full of it today, too. If I'm full of it, you're full of it.
All right, we're full of it together, Jason. We might drag you down, too, if you stick around any longer, so get out of here.
Yeah, get me out of here. All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Hey, guys, let me tell you, if you're feeling like you're running on empty, this is where Mentality Health can step up and help, and they have helped me over the years. Because I was dealing with low testosterone, had no idea. Maybe this sounds like you. Low energy and motivation, fatigue, you're just tired all the time. Weight gain or muscle loss, especially belly fat, feeling anxious, moody, or irritable. Those are all symptoms of low testosterone. So what Mentality can do is help you with that. Mentality focuses on free testosterone levels, which a lot of doctors overlook, ensuring your treatment is tailored to you and your body. So what does that mean? That means that your energy comes roaring back. Your belly fat burns off, muscle strengthens. You feel like yourself again, confident, driven, and ready to tackle life. That's what they did for me. I feel so much better now in the years that I've been using Mentality than before. And it was a situation, I know, just getting older, this is how it is. It doesn't have to be that way. Mentality can help you. So don't let low testosterone hold you back. Be the best, not just for yourself, but for your family. Visit mentalityhealth.com/radio to find out how to book an appointment and start your process. mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Got some delays westbound on 94, starting at about 20th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound, heavy ride from Highway 16 all the way to about Springdale Road, back on the brakes before 84th Street all the way through to 35th. Northbound on 4394, seeing some delays north of Howard Avenue all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue. Southbound 43, just a little pocket of heavy traffic from Good Hope Road down to about Silver Spring. Traffic is brought to you by Comfort Awnings. Extend your outdoor space with a retractable awning or screen like I did with my friends at Comfort Awnings. Custom designed to fit your home. Get your free estimate at comfortawnings.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly sunny, a high of 74 at the lake, 82 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 63. Weather is brought to you by The Pickler, Menominee Falls. Try all 9 indoor courts with unlimited play for 15 days, just $30. Start your trial at thepickler.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Truth Nation, Steinhoffels is celebrating 91 years of bringing style, comfort, and quality to Wisconsin homes. As a 100% employee-owned company, you'll always get honest service and no high-pressure sales. Find your perfect night's sleep with Steinhoffels. Discover your sleep system and let their decorating solution experts help you design every room in your home. From the latest trends to trusted quality, Steinhoffels has everything you need to make your space feel like you. Celebrate 91 years of Steinhoffels. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project during their fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Want your brand to turn heads and win hearts?
Captivate Exhibits can bring your brand to life by transforming lobbies, creating history walls, and beautifying facilities.
For over 32 years, Captivate has been the MVP of trade show exhibits and workplace design and fabrication. Let Captivate craft immersive branded environments that tell your story boldly, beautifully, and with purpose at events and around the office.
Score big by making your next event or your own space unforgettable. Create something legendary by getting started today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What's a click below dumb?
You. No.
That's fine.
Whoa.
No, that's what I was
Good
getting
good
at.
pop. Good pop.
I know.
Unnecessary.
I'm not dumb. I'm one click below dumb. We need to find out what that word is.
Don't you want to be one click above dumb?
Oh, that's right. I'm one click above.
On 94.5 ESPN.
So let's go ahead and dive into this idea that the Packers could, or at least have talked to Romeo Doubs about a contract extension. Again, from Jeremy Fowler, where he was in an article yesterday. I can't remember who he wrote it with at ESPN.com, but two national reporters just basically dumping out their notebooks and everything they had in there, saying the Packers have shown no interest in trading him being Romeo Doubs, and my sense is they have more interest in potentially extending him. The sides have had cursory talks, keeping in contact about the future. Doubs staying in Green Bay beyond 2025 is at least a possibility. But getting a bargain deal for an emerging receiver without a 1,000-yard season, think Buffalo's 4-year, $53 million pact with Khalil Shakir, is getting increasingly harder. Doubs is building the case as the number one free agent option. Mike Evans, Jacoby Myers, Juwan Jennings are in the class, but aren't entering their second contract like Doubs, who is 25. Youth always pays. And we had somebody suggest, Jared suggested on the Carbless Talking text line, that $17 to $20 million for Romeo Doubs, basing off of Christian Watson getting 13 for not playing. Look, Christian Watson got a 1-year, $13 million contract from the Packers, basically for one reason. It's the one reason that the NFL is always willing to pay for, and that is speed.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL is always willing to pay for speed. It's why Marquez Valdez-Scantling got a contract that shocked a lot of us when he left Green Bay, and he was getting $11 million per year because MVS is fast. And everybody goes, ooh, we add that level of speed to our offense, it can change things. Doubs does not possess that speed that the NFL pays for.
I want to give you a little context here. When was the last time MVS mattered?
MVS?
Yes.
Isn't he better now that he's with the Saints?
Well,
Actually,
funny you mention that because he's a part of the 49ers. And he's still getting signed places and has had relative success because he still can run fast.
Yep.
He's not very good at wide receiver.
No.
He does that one thing.
Oh,
as
so
good
fast.
as anyone else.
So fast.
Would you give Doubs, let's say he continues to play like he does, would you give him Watson's average?
No.
You wouldn't.
I'm
let me
just
ask you this.
so...
What is he?
That's the thing.
Is he a low level 2? Is he a number 2?
I mean, at his absolute best, he's a low level 2.
Give me a team. Josh, you could probably do this faster than me. Like, who is...
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
Who's Indianapolis's number 2?
Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce.
Yeah, they're pretty loaded, actually.
Yeah.
Is Doubs better?
Not than any one of those three.
Okay. No. Let's go lower level. Let's go. Who's Arizona Cardinals number 2?
Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch.
Is he better than those guys?
Probably. Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch are not really anything.
Yeah. Again, Joshy's already given up on... I know Joshy's already given up on him based on private texts, but Josh has already given up on Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
What?
I think he's just a guy.
Hater.
Did you watch him?
So
being the only guy on the screen and then inexplicably trying to jump and have a ball go right through your hands, it's not a great look, Josh.
No, we don't love that.
It's not a great look.
Is he a mid-level or
I just don't
level number 2? Because he's not even
he's
close
a lower
to a 1.
He's a lower level number 2 to me.
Yeah.
So what's a lower level number 2 make? That?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a lot. But that's the thing. Like, if you are already committing $13 million for Christian Watson, and who knows if you're going to want to re-sign him after next year, because you basically, that $13 million, you're just punting on making that decision. You want to see how healthy he is. You have to make decisions on Wicks, on Reed. You've drafted 2 other wide receivers. To me, it's just not worth paying for. Yeah, he was great that he had 3 touchdowns. I don't want to take that away from him. But even after that, he's on pace for a career high, and I made the joke with Jason, but he's on pace for a career high 761 yards. Like, that to me is just so replaceable. And when you already have high money that you are paying to Jordan Love, to Micah Parsons,
Yeah,
I understand.
yes,
And I understand
yeah.
the Parsons money doesn't get crazy until 3 years down the line, but you're still paying him a lot of money. What are you going to do with Rashawn Gary? Are you going to let him walk away? Like, there's just there's decisions that have to be made.
Let me ask you this.
And he's not good enough, I think, and doesn't have any skill that I'm really intrigued by this that I'm willing to pay for right now.
Let me ask you this. Do you think you know what he is, or could he be better if the receiver room wasn't as crowded?
I think I know what he is. Because if he was that good, he would emerge from this receiver room.
Josh?
What's the question?
Do you know what he is? Or would he potentially be better if any receiver room wasn't as crowded?
I don't know, because he's the guy who's consistently the past 2 seasons been on the field most when he is healthy and available to play.
Who is he? Give me a comp. Give me
again the
give
best
me a Packer receiver
it's
comp.
James Jones. It's James Jones.
It's James Jones.
Yes.
And he's honestly
catches the ball real well in a crowd because he's always in one.
Yep.
Yes. And the touchdowns thing was another thing that both Romeo and James Jones they can score
share
touchdowns.
that. Yeah,
yes.
they share that. They're good in the red zone. But again, the Packers weren't willing to pay James Jones, and he walked away, which was fine.
Yeah.
You know, and James Jones is, people have fond memories of him as a Green Bay Packer.
James Jones was a short window 2 and more of a 3. Correct?
Yes, correct. Because they had Randall and they had Jordy and they had this stable of wide receivers that's even better than what they have now.
There's no way. I mean, you can't. 17 to 20 million is ridiculous.
No, and there's in my mind, there's no way the Packers offered that.
And let's not forget the year after. You got to pay Kraft.
Yeah, that's the other thing. These things are starting to pile up.
I know.
Oh, we have to pay this guy. We have to pay that guy. And it's honestly the same reason that no matter how well Rasheed Walker plays at left tackle this year, chances are he's not getting re-signed because you got to make tough decisions.
I would agree.
They've got a succession plan in place. They're going to slide Jordan Morgan over there. I know a lot of fans don't like hearing that.
You got to fill the center spot.
But because they're not going to pay Elton Jenkins that. Right? It's just the way it is in the NFL in terms of kind of these juggling pieces around. I can't imagine that this deal gets done because the Packers are going to try to get a bargain. And if they can get him for under market, sure.
He's not taking less than 13.
But that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine the Packers offered more than 13? Because I can't.
I mean, he'd have to have an 1,200-yard season.
Which isn't going to happen.
I know. No, I'm with you. Don't yell at me. I'm with you.
No, I wasn't yelling at you.
I know. No,
You're sensitive about facts today. You just kind of fact. You're fact sensitive. Sensitive about facts.
Am I?
Yeah, you're being a little sensitive.
Right. Sorry. I'll toughen up. I could play today, you mean?
You could.
Yeah.
But I don't, and that becomes part of the problem. I don't know what to pay him. I wouldn't know what that is.
So is Wicks the same year as Doubs? Is he a free agent or no?
So Doubs,
Wicks is with Reed.
Correct.
Yeah,
who's now with Christian Watson. So all three of those guys will have 1 year left on their contract next year.
Okay. Can they be good with Reed and Golden?
Yeah, I think so.
Because out of the group, that's probably who
It kind of seems like they want it to be Reed, Golden, Watson, based on the signals we have right now.
Yes. That Reed can play the slot, and then you have the speed of Golden and Watson on the outside. And then you mix in Wicks when you can.
Yes.
Wicks will be gone.
Yeah,
after his contract.
After his contract is up, yes.
Because I think he's also a hard case to figure out.
What about Musgrave?
If given more opportunity,
there's a lot of guys.
Deuces.
Yeah. Yeah, he's playing barely at all at this point.
All right. Going to be interesting.
I thought Musgrave was going to be a
more
bigger
involved.
factor. Yes.
I tell you what, though, he had and me and Gabe went through it. He's getting better as a blocker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not going to get paid.
Help him.
Well, you're not going to get paid as a blocker, but
you know this.
Yeah.
So quickly, just rank these guys because we just mentioned. Okay, so we'll throw Doubs on the list, even though he's not going to be part of this free agent class. But in order of who you think it's most important is with the Packers in years to come, rank Kraft, Watson, Wicks, Reed, Doubs.
Kraft.
Yep.
Reed.
Yep.
You didn't say Golden. He's too far out.
No, because he's still
Kraft, Reed.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. Kraft, Reed, Watson, and then Golden is your.
Yeah. So
that's zebra,
again, you get to Wicks and Doubs. It's just so far down the list to me of priorities that you have to have.
You'd love to keep Wicks if he's one of those guys that kind of just doesn't get a contract. I'm like, yeah, if he's our fourth option.
Yeah, no, I'll bring him back on a McCole Hardman deal.
Right.
Can he run though? Is he considered fast or no? Adjacent.
Yeah, I mean he's faster than. He's got more quick twitch. I guess this is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
He has more quick twitch than Romeo Doubs.
Romeo ain't breaking any tackles.
No. He's a possession receiver.
Yeah, he's good. He's great at using his body. And again, he's going to end up. I'm not saying he's going to end up out of the league. Somebody's going to pay him.
No.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pay him. I just don't think the Packers can, given what they've already invested in the future in that position,
Correct.
and money-wise, what they've invested elsewhere.
Yes.
You could just look at where people's contracts are lining up, and you can kind of tell where the Packers are planning to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've probably thought, well, if Doubs is cheaper than we thought, we'd love to have him back.
And I think you have those conversations of, hey, this is what we'd be willing, and then the agent tells you to kick rocks.
Yeah, but did Micah Parsons throw a wrench and all that? If
Maybe.
we don't get Parsons, then
Maybe it opens up other money. Because even though you're not paying Micah Parsons a ton of money until 3 years from now, that's still money that now you have to account for against the cap. And it's not nothing. It's still a significant portion of the cap, even if it's not the price tag that you once thought it was. Guys, I'm telling you, if you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center, the only place to go for a ring. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. It's what I did. Now, maybe you have an idea, maybe you don't. I kind of had an idea what my wife was looking for in an engagement ring, but maybe you don't. Just go to her Pinterest page, and you're going to be able to bring those ideas in and then see what I think really separates the Jewelry Center, go to work. And that's the helpful team that Dean, the dancing machine, has put in there. Whether you're looking for naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown mined diamonds, the Jewelry Center has it. Check out the inventory, Greenfield, Brookfield, or in Burlington, or online at shoptjc.com. And when you go there, first of all, say hi to Dean for us. Second of all, tell him that Gabe and Chew sent you.
Eastbound 894, we're seeing backups from Forest Hill.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Students can't prepare for future jobs they don't know exist. At Junior Achievement, we help students meet their future selves. With the support of Manpower Group and volunteers from all walks of life, JA programs help young people explore careers, build resumes, and envision bold futures. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
We all have someone we know or love that has been affected by some form of cancer.
No matter how well you love and support them and try to be there for them, you can never really know what a person is feeling after hearing the words, "You have breast cancer."
Only another person that has been through this experience can really understand what it feels like.
ABCD, After Breast Cancer Diagnosis, is a Milwaukee-based organization known around the world.
When someone calls ABCD, they are matched with a mentor who is a breast cancer survivor of similar age and has the same type of breast cancer who can provide hope when people need it the most.
Kessler's is excited to announce that we've designed 3 new Hope pendants to honor breast cancer patients, survivors, thrivers, and caregivers.
100% of the net proceeds, along with an additional donation from Kessler's, will support ABCD when you purchase the symbol of hope.
You can find a link with more information about ABCD, along with all 3 modern designs starting at just $75 in sterling silver and $598 in gold, online at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night. Okay, Kirk. I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Number one claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidda 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Josh said it's garbage.
I'm so glad that Josh is getting a front row seat.
He said it doesn't work. Chewy, am I right or wrong?
We call that a setup in the biz.
On 94.5 ESPN.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. Yeah, it seems to be pretty split on the Cardinals Talking text line when it comes to Romeo Doubs and where he kind of fits in the Packers ecosystem. Mark in Watertown says, say what you want about Romeo, dominated in fantasy for me with 29.8 points. How did the 2 catches for 25 yards treat you the week before, Mark? But that's the thing. That's part of the thing with Romeo is he's had some really good games. And he's been able to step up and be good for the Packers. But again, he hasn't had a 100-yard receiving game in the regular season.
Ever?
The only 100-yard game he ever had was in the playoffs against the Cowboys. Yeah. Like, the inconsistency is what's not going to get him paid. But at least the amount of money that he probably wants from the Packers.
Look, they cannot afford a $28 million receiver. There's no way. They can't.
No.
So you got to kind of do it by committee like that, and you got to pick and choose. I'm undecided right now whether you choose him, but he's got to elevate his play. I don't care if he catches 7 touchdowns in a game. If it's 7 touchdowns for 43 yards.
Yeah.
Yay. Great.
But again, I think that's where the James Jones comparison is so apt. James led the league in touchdowns one year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think? He had 14 touchdowns that season?
Let me tell you, people didn't line up to pay him. They understood the context of those, which I think is important here. And I feel like we are kind of getting categorized with being the Romeo Doubs haters, much like we were with Rashawn Gary. I just think we're being honest about what we've seen and what he's done. I think he's a good player. I'm glad he's on the Packers.
Yeah.
But when it comes to making decisions and figuring out your salary cap and planning for the future, he's not the type of talent that I think you have to go out and keep around.
It seems like his production should be replaceable.
Yes.
What he gives you on the stat sheet should be replaceable. I understand. Right now, he is the number 1 target of Jordan Love. They seem to have a good, rapport. Yes. Unless that rapport comes with 1,000 yards, I don't think I'm paying for it. That's the problem. Like, he's a good player. Like I said, somebody else is going to pay him.
Yep.
I can't, with what the Packers have and the other players they have to potentially pay, I would rather save the money for those types of guys. And again, it's the same thing with Rashawn Gary. I know we got that reputation, but we just wanted to hold Rashawn Gary to the standard in which he signed his contract. He's a good player, got paid to be a great player. So he needs to be a great player. For Romeo Doubs, in order for me to pay him, in order to get that second contract, you got to be closer to great than he is right now. He's a good player. He's going to stick around in the league for 3, 4, 5 more years after he's done playing with the Packers.
But we're also only talking about the offensive side of the ball because the Micah Parsons thing threw a little wrench in the salary cap.
Yeah,
for the years to come.
Correct.
And now you're talking. You got to make a decision. Yeah, you got to make a decision on Wyatt. You got to make a decision on Quay Walker.
Yep.
There's a lot of decisions.
And again,
they're going to have to be made coming. If Kraft has the season we think he's going to have, he's going to be close to a $20 million tight end.
Yeah, because that's only getting more expensive too.
Yeah.
Everything's only getting more and more expensive as the cap goes up and up.
Like to, but can't.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, we continue. 2 minutes.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Eastbound 894, we're seeing backups from Forest Home all the way past Loomis. Something to keep in mind there. Back on the brakes, right around the Plainfield curve, heading northbound on 4394 all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue. Northbound on the bypass, also seeing slowdowns out of the Hale interchange all the way up towards National. Eastbound 94, still heavy from Highway 16 all the way to Highway F. Back on the brakes from 84th Street to 35th. Westbound slowing from 27th to Hawley Road, and again from the Zoo interchange to the county line. One more backup right past Moreland Road all the way almost to Brookfield Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 74 at the lake, 82 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 63. Weather is brought to you by Avondale Roofing, trusted since 1988 to keep your roof covered, no matter the weather, rain or shine. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Hi, I'm Jim Frucci, Managing Partner and PGA Professional at Morningstar Golfers Club, and I'd like to personally invite you to play your next round of golf at Morningstar. Lush green fairways, velvet smooth greens, magnificent vistas from high above our championship golf course. Morningstar was created with the serious golfer in mind, and it continues to be the public course by which all other area public courses are measured. Book your tee time today and reserve a spot on our membership wait list. Come out and see what all of Southeast Wisconsin's been talking about. Hey, you played the rest. Now play the best.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Bruston Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I feel like you had a boo-boo. Did you have a boo-boo or something like a boo-boo?
Yeah, I got a boo-boo.
No, not an owie. Not an owie. I meant, did you have a teammate named Boo-boo?
No. Is this the suicide talk or the nickname talk?
The nickname. George, what is that? It's nothing. It's got no snap, no zip. I need a nickname that makes people light up.
You mean like Liza?
I was thinking T-Bone.
Well, the one that I always remember is Salad.
Salad is solid.
Salad was Sean Jones.
Yes.
What'd you call Frank?
Corker.
You want to tell us why?
No.
But there's no T in your name. What about G-Bone?
There's no G-Bone.
There's a G-Spot.
That's a myth.
T-Bone, the ladies are gonna love you.
Adam Timmerman.
Timbleman. You know why.
Because Reggie couldn't say his last name.
Yeah.
This is getting ridiculous, Timbleman.
Love that T-Bone. In fact, you might as well call me. That sounds good. I'll have one too.
What? Did you having a T-Bone?
I love them.
Well, then we should call you T-Bone.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Lapp.
Chewy going to be leaving us soon. Tomorrow, he's heading back down to Florida. Do you want to chime in on what we were talking about before, or listen to what Chewy had to say about people staying in his house, not properly cleaning it, potentially? You can always go back, listen to Hour 1 on the ESPN Wisconsin app. There was an article that Rob Domofsky put out, Chew. Lessons learned by Packers coach LaFleur after Sunday tie. And again, it kind of goes over a lot of the things that Matt LaFleur had said on Tuesday in his press conference. This is the 7th season of Matt LaFleur. Is he too far along to be learning some of the lessons that he's had to learn this year? Or is it he has to learn some of these lessons because when he came in, it was a pretty veteran team, and this is still a young team that he has to help bring along, and he doesn't realize that all these young guys know what he thinks they should know?
I mean, it's not just on him. It's on his assistants, you know. I mean, I would Obviously, he takes all the blame. Right?
Yeah.
And he should.
It's what the money's for.
I mean, I can just speak from experience. Andy Reid, day one in that situation, says, get your ass up off the field and get into position.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, the lollygagging and stuff like that. I mean, these guys have been playing football for how long? They should know in this situation. And I think the NFL as a whole, not just the Packers, and I think a lot of it's quarterbacks, they think they're too cool with the clock. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Oh, we got 25 seconds. We're on the -40. Plenty of time. You know?
Yeah.
You know when you have plenty of time? When you're on the 10-yard line. That's when you can be like, okay, I got this. Not when you're still a ways away from the end zone. It's just gotten too cool. You know? And the guys like Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and Mahomes.
They make it look easy.
They spoil it for you because they make it look too easy. But not everybody could do that. And Jordan, you're not in that. You're not in that category yet. You know?
So if this is a lesson for Matt LaFleur and the way everything ended this past Sunday, how long does it take that lesson to sink in for a player? Like if you were in I'm not sure, again, I can't recall any specific situations where, you know, things went awry down the stretch the way it did for this team on Sunday when you were a younger player. But is that a lesson you just have to learn one time and now you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and Andy would always have my back. He may not have it in the instance because he was smart enough to know, hey, you just got to let the head coach rip your new you know what. We'll take care of it in meetings. Don't worry about it. And that's how coaches should work. It should just be one time. And I don't know whether the players have too much power, but coaches got to coach. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It should only take one time. One time to get in your you know what ripped. You know, and sometimes you deserve it. Sometimes you don't think you do and find out that you do deserve it. And sometimes you flat out don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, they deserve it here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many? It just bothers me. And Golden is young, but it bothers me that in that situation when you're under X amount of seconds, Romeo Doubs is helping Golden get off the turf. Get your ass off the turf. Let's go. Sense of urgency. You know, you're always going to blame the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of times I blame the position coach. You know, Holmgren said this, and I'll never forget. Once you start letting the little stuff go, then you start letting the bigger stuff go. And then it snowballs. That's why you have to nip it in the bud right away. So I think it was a good thing. If it's week 13 or 14 and this happens and they have a tie and they miss the number one seed because of a damn tie, that'll be criminal.
What does this team have to do to get you? Because we always do power rankings on Tuesday when those come out. The Packers were 8th, which I felt like is fair after going 0-1-1 in your last two games against teams in which you were favored by a touchdown, right? Like you were expected to win these games and win them handily. And you did not win either one of those games. What do they have to do in the coming weeks to potentially recapture that feeling that we had after week 2? Because we were flying high.
Yeah.
They beat the Commanders. They beat the Lions at home. They looked dominant in which doing it. Hey, this could be the best team in the NFC. And I don't know if they're in that upper echelon right now, the way they've played through the first quarter of the season.
Let me just tell you how players think here. And I'll take Micah Parsons, for example. Okay? And you read stuff. You just do, because there's a lot of downtime. Micah Parsons knows PFF, and he knows the grade he got.
Mm-hmm.
And then he knows what everyone else got. I can tell you, Micah Parsons, probably for a blip second goes, did I make the right decision in coming here? Do these guys work hard? Are they serious? Does their motor run like mine?
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee, I guarantee. And that's the problem with a young team. See, we were veterans, and we didn't mind. I mean, Frank was a pain in the ass. But we didn't mind yelling at other players and stuff like that. And veterans would get on guys like, hey, let's go. You got to make that catch. Let's go. Or penalties or anything. I just don't know. I see Jordan Love as kind of a Brett.
Yeah, because Brett
wasn't vocal, wasn't this. But when he said something,
you listened.
I don't think Jordan's there yet because he's still kind of like, well, I'm young. And he's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be a nice guy on the football field. You really can't. Sometimes you got to rip. And I don't have problems. Like Brett would rip me sometimes, But Brett did it in a way where you have to be careful because he knew he was going to throw interceptions. So I could come right back at him.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't yell at. He would be more encouraged. Hey, come on, let's go. We need you here. Let's go. I don't know who the leader of this offense is. I mean, everyone says Jordan. I mean, Elton Jenkins is a soft-spoken guy, right?
Yeah.
The receivers are too young. Kraft tries to, but he tries to toe the line, not to really offend anybody.
I gotta imagine that's a difficult spot to be, and maybe becomes easier for him once some of his contemporaries, like Romeo Doubs, because again, they're not keeping everybody that was a part of the 2 draft classes that brought in the majority of wide receivers and the majority of tight ends to this roster. They're not keeping them all. So if Kraft is one of those guys that signs a second contract, I wonder if it becomes easier for him to be a leader because now the contemporaries, you know what I'm saying? The guys that came in with him, now he can be a leader and somebody that these guys look up to as they replace the guys that leave with younger players.
What I see from Kraft, and I get it, I totally get it because he's in his 3rd year?
Yeah.
He tries to do it through the media because he's a little unsure if he can do it in front of the team. You see what I'm saying?
So this
he
would
drops things like he did it. Was it last year after the playoffs? He's like,
he wanted to be more of a vocal leader. Yes, because he saw some things.
Said something like,
yes, he saw some things that he let go.
He did not like, and he said something. I can't remember. I read it in Europe. I think I did. I don't think I was dreaming it, but he said something else to the fact of like, we need to do this. I don't know if he's saying that to the team or he's saying it to the media so it gets to the team. Because I think he's like, I'm still a young guy. I really don't want to open my mouth.
That would be like if you, in your 3rd year, were trying to emerge and you're trying to get Robert Brooks, who came in with, you know what I'm saying? Like Edgar Bennett. These are guys that are more your contemporaries and came in with you.
And then Micah Parsons has it, but he's so new and he doesn't really know the guys. I can tell you this. If Micah Parsons was here from the start of his career, after that performance in Dallas, where he graded out at a 94 and everyone else was in the 70s, he probably would have said something.
Yeah.
And it probably wouldn't have been real nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think Micah's got to be that leader. I don't know if they have that vocal leader on offense because Josh Jacobs is that veteran, but he's not like an outspoken guy either.
And I played with guys, Gabe, that tune it out. They don't give a sugar.
Yeah.
They don't. They just don't, Which is frustrating.
When you hold on to that SH and sugar, does it bother you that Joshy? Well, but Joshy didn't even flinch.
He didn't?
No. He didn't even, he's so used to it now. He doesn't even flinch anymore.
Why is that, Josh?
Because you
have confidence in me?
You haven't had a mishap in a while with that one.
Who scares you the most, me or Jen?
Jen.
Fair. But that's frustrating because even on the Super Bowl team, I'm not going to name names, but it's just hard that guys that don't give a you-know-what,
Like who?
No, I'm not going there.
Come on. It's like a Friday for you. What do you care?
I mean, didn't you famously have a guy not show up? Wasn't there?
For what?
Wasn't there somebody who had an issue like the week of the Super Bowl?
Didn't show up.
I don't know if I'm misremembering that then.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Gabe Wilkins the second year, decided not to play.
That's the one I was referencing.
But there's a difference between I'm all about myself, I don't want to get hurt because I'm getting a big contract.
Yeah.
And I don't care if I grade out at 90 or I grade out at 70.
Yeah.
Which
one bothers you more as a player?
The latter.
Yeah.
Whoever
you nailed
the
it.
guy that doesn't care.
Yeah. The latter.
I mean, wouldn't that bother you?
I don't know which one would bother me more. I really don't.
But I get the one, I don't get the other. Why are you playing if you don't care?
Paycheck.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that'd be the only reason, right? That's the only thing I can come up with. Is the money's pretty good and you're a pretty good athlete.
Gabe, that person bothers me, and the person that bothers me that can't look in the mirror and say, I suck. T-Buck.
Yeah.
Drove me nuts. You know? Like, dude, you're not very good. Okay? Stop. In your third year, stop walking around like you're the 5th pick in the draft, because that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, you're in the league now. Yeah. I get it. I get
God,
what
he
you're
just
saying there.
bothers the ever-living daylights
Yeah,
out of me.
I know.
You know?
The burnt toast thing was still my favorite.
Treat people the way you want to be treated. Fair?
Seems fair.
Fair.
Seems fair. Seems very fair. We've got to get to the top 8 at 8. We do that coming up next, but you can taste what all the screaming is about this week when you stock up on your favorites. Screamin' Sicilian favorites at Piggly Wiggly. Screamin' pizzas on sale, 2 for $10. Try them all. Because it's not just the original Screamin' Sicilian. We're talking about Screamin' Sicilian tavern style. We're talking about thin and crispy. We're talking about, that Detroit-style pizza. Each one loaded with toppings. You can't go wrong. Get your Screamin' Sicilian faves at Piggly Wiggly. Now 2 for $10 while this deal lasts.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound 43 backing up from Hampton all the way down past Capitol Drive towards North Avenue, so give yourself that extra time. We've got eastbound 94 really kind of hitting the brakes from 84th Street all the way to about 27th. The westbound side's eased up a little bit. You're just seeing some delays right through the stadium interchange. And then back on the brakes west of the Zoo interchange into Waukesha County in pockets all the way to Calhoun. And then 41, of course, we got our usual backups from just before Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh. Traffic is brought to you by Morningstar Golfers Club. Tee it up at Morningstar Golfers Club. Championship greens, breathtaking views, and a golf experience you won't forget. Book your tee time today at golfthestar.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 74 at the lake, 82 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 63. Weather is brought to you by IKEA Oak Creek. At IKEA Oak Creek, making your home uniquely yours is now more rewarding. Join rewards from IKEA family and start earning points today. Not a member yet? Sign up for free at IKEA.com/US and start earning. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
If you're like me and you need organization in your life, I cannot recommend Closets by Design enough. Doug and his team in Mequon came out to my house, they checked out my closet, and they saw that I have too much stuff and not enough space for it all. So they came in and they reimagined the whole thing. And I got to tell you guys, it is gorgeous, but it is also practical. And now I have organization where before there was chaos and clutter. If that sounds like you or a spot in your house that you're thinking of right now, you need to reach out to my friends over at Closets by Design. Doug and his team are right there in southeastern Wisconsin. They will bring a personal, local touch, and there's a showroom in Mequon that you can visit to get inspiration if you need it. No obligation, in-home consultations, custom designs, and the best value in the business. If you're ready to get organized, call Closets by Design in Mequon and tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems. Installation of new or old hoops and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
For over 40 years, the Boucher Automotive Group is proud to have served Wisconsin with dedication and heart, one customer at a time. But we knew we could do even more.
In the last 5 years, we've expanded across the state, adding new locations, new brands, and new ways to better serve you.
At Boucher, growth isn't always about being bigger. It's about being better. Better selection, better service, better experiences.
Where you're going matters, and Boucher is driven to get you there. The Boucher Automotive Group. We ride with you every mile.
Milwaukee, it's officially time for October baseball. The energy is electric, the city is buzzing, and there's no better way to celebrate than with Carbless. Carbless is the ready-to-drink cocktail that keeps fans cheering. No sugar, full of flavor, and always refreshingly delicious. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, celebrating downtown, or gathering with friends at home, Carbless is your go-to for every big hit, every clutch play, and every Brewers moment. So crack open a Carbless, raise it high, and toast to October baseball in Milwaukee, because nothing goes better with the big stage in baseball than finding your bliss. Visit drinkcarbless.com and see where Carbless is located nearest to you.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You want more physical harm beset upon people who are trying to earn a living.
I want winners. If someone has to die in order for us to win, then that's the price you pay.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, ESPN Milwaukee listeners, Josh DiMaggio here for my friends at Wanna Parlay, my favorite daily fantasy sports app with the absolute largest payouts on parlays. It's NFL season, so I've got some bets for Thursday night, which looks like it's going to be an ugly one for the San Francisco 49ers. I have Christian McCaffrey over 6.5 receptions, DeMarcus Robinson over 2.5 receptions, Brian Robinson over 17.5 rushing yards, and then over the weekend, Garrett Wilson against those Cowboys to have 67.5 receiving yards. Here's what you should do. Download the Wanna Parlay app, click around, and when you decide to upload money to play and get into the action, use promo code JGC for a 100% deposit match for up to $250. Download the Wanna Parlay app, use promo code JGC, and let's play the world's richest parlay today. You must be 18 years or older to play. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER today.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork. You pie. Huh?
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach. Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken. Oh my God.
Show me chicken.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
We will get to the top 8 in just a moment. I have 8 things in front of me. Chewy and Josh guess back and forth, and then we open up to the fans, 800-990-3776. Once they each get one incorrect, whoever gets the last one on the list wins an ESPN Milwaukee prize pack. But this from the private talk and text line. Shout out to my buddy Craig, who got this note from an official talking about the coach communication to the helmet when the play clock is not running. So the situation the Packers are faced with, 28 seconds left, clock is ticking down. There is no play clock because, well, the clock is running and it's under 40 seconds. So he got this note from an official who then he passed it along to us. The C2P, coach to player, channel should always be open when the play clock is not running and or there is an injury on the field. So if the play clock is not running, that means you've got free reign. Like,
is it then in your helmet while the play's happening, or does it turn off?
I'm guessing it's always on.
Huh. It's an interesting quirk.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, right?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, because you don't want to be in a spot where a play ends quickly and then you don't turn it on in time and they're trying to communicate because every split second matters.
Do you think every player should have one in there? I mean, obviously we have the technology.
I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, if the NFL decided to do that today, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what the drawback would be.
There's probably some unintended consequence. Maybe it makes it easier to run the 2-minute because everybody can hear.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you, instead of looking for a signal from Jordan going, doing whatever he's doing.
What about everyone being able to communicate with one another?
How do you imagine that?
You put a microphone in a face mask.
Yeah, but...
And I can talk to Free here and say, hey, Free, hit this quick.
How would you be able to communicate to the guy next to you versus everybody. all
Yeah,
at
there'd be
once.
so much chatter.
I also feel like you would abuse it.
Yes.
What do you mean abuse it?
You know what I mean.
Yeah. You'd be getting after guys. Hey, nice block.
Can't give players that much freedom.
No,
can't be
okay,
trusted.
I take that back.
I know it would be pretty much significantly an advantage to the offense, but isn't all the rules sort of an advantage to the offense at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I understand why the defense would be not thrilled about that, but
It's just I have a
sort
problem.
of the way the game wants
I have
it
a
to be.
problem with the cutting, though. That's kind of weak. Because if you can tackle a guy low in that instance, why can't I cut a guy coming up to make it?
Because you have
What's
to,
the difference?
Because you have to have the illusion of caring about player safety.
Yeah, it's the same thing that Schefter talked about it with us yesterday. Illusion of player safety. Oh, we're only keeping overtime at 10 minutes. We want you to play an 18th game, but overtime, the extra 5 minutes every once in a while, that's player safety.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to keep the illusion of player safety from time to time in order to get the real things that you want.
Fair enough.
All right, 8 things in front of me. I am excited about Brewers postseason play. They will open up on Saturday.
It's like what we do with you. We give you power rankings to get the rest out of you.
You don't think I knew that? You suck. All right, what do we got?
I am excited for Brewers postseason. They're either going to be playing at 1 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Central on Saturday, and it all depends upon Red Sox-Yankees today. Yankees win, Brewers play at 1. Red Sox win, they play at 8 on Saturday to open up the divisional series. They also play the winner of Cubs and Padres, who play today. But I am looking for, in Brewers postseason history, the 8 pitchers who have pitched the most innings.
Ooh. All right, that's number 1's easy, Josh. CC.
Is it one? It was one it was one playoff series. I mean, playoff season.
Yes.
He did pitch a lot. He probably went deep in all those games.
But then didn't they go through a kind of stretch where they didn't make the playoffs after that for a little while?
This is only in the postseason. Just so you go. Okay,
I get it. I'll still stay with CC.
I think that's a fair one.
Okay, so you guys don't remember that CC only pitched 1 game in the Brewers postseason.
Oh,
and he got rocked. He lasted 3 1/3.
So when was he was pitching in the regular season just like every 3rd day?
Yes.
That's Bush.
Yeah. Excuse me. He got rocked, but he was 3 2/3.
Wow, I
and
don't
3
remember
2/3, he gave up 5 runs.
Okay.
6 hits, walked 4. It was almost like he expanded all of the energy to get there, and then once he pitched in the postseason against the Phillies, he got rocked.
This is a name I don't want to say, but is Strassin on the list?
You guys just why are you overthinking this?
Giovanni.
Ulysses Chassin is 12.1 innings. He's not on the list. Giovanni Gallardo, number 4 on the list. He's pitched 26 innings in Brewers postseason baseball. You guys each get a mulligan here. You're overthinking this. Corbin Burns. There we go. Corbin's number 6 on the list. He's pitched 19 innings.
Steady Freddie.
Freddie's number 7 on the list. He's pitched 18 innings.
Is Woody on the list?
Woody's number 3 on the list, 28 1/3 innings.
All right, reset it.
All right, so we are looking for the top 8 pitchers who have thrown the most innings in Brewers postseason history. You guys do not have 1 and 2. 3 is Woody. 4 is Giovanni Gallardo. Do not have 5. 6 is Corbin Burns. 7 is Steady Freddie Peralta, and you do not have 8.
Are these starting pitchers only or pitchers altogether?
Pitchers altogether, but they are all starters.
Okay.
Josh, were they good around 82? Were they in the playoffs before and after?
My history isn't great there, but I would imagine
that they had to be.
Who's the famous one from that team?
Well, Raleigh was.
Yeah, these are all starting pitchers. You said though. Is it Sutton?
Don Sutton. I'll go Don Sutton.
Don Sutton's number 8 on the list. He threw 18 innings for the Brewers in 1982.
All right, you're up, Josh.
I'm running out. We said Freddie.
Yeah.
We said Woodruff. We said Corbin.
800-990-3776, just in case.
How many more do we have left?
3.
3.
After choking I guess in honor of Jen, you guys decided to just throw out random ass ones.
Ben Sheets. All right, I'm out.
How often was he in the playoffs?
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Did he pitch at all?
I don't think so.
How many names, and this is, I'm also trying to help the audience here because I'm running out. How many names are that guy?
None of them.
None of them? Okay, so they're all fairly achievable?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. But you guys did great. You guys,
once we
there's a good mixture of new and old school on this. So 800-990-3776. I think we should be able to knock out the rest of this list fairly quickly. In Brewers history, we're looking for the most innings pitched in Brewers postseason.
We're going
history.
blind here, Gabe.
All right. Caller number 1. What's your name and what's your guess?
Kevin?
Hey, Kevin. What do you got?
Kevin, how are you?
I would say Jerry Augustine.
The doctor of pitching is not on the list. Again, this is Brewers postseason pitching, most innings pitched.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Nick from Greendale.
All right, Nick. What is your guess? We're looking for in Brewers history, the 8 pitchers with the most innings pitched in the postseason. Quickly, I'll reset the list for you. 1 and 2 is open. Woodruff is 3. Yovani Gallardo is 4. Do not have 5. Corbin Burns is 6. Freddie Peralta 7. Don Sutton number 8.
I'm going to take a wild guess. Jeff Suppan.
Soup is not on the list.
Okay.
Just overthinking all of this a little too much.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Again, it's significant names in Brewers history.
Sherry and Franklin, you are up.
Hi.
Hello.
Mike Caldwell.
Mike Caldwell, number 2 on the list. He has pitched 29 innings in Brewers postseason history. You got another guess for us, Sherry.
Okay, Giovanni Gallardo.
So we've done Gallardo, so Gallardo's already on the list. You get to guess again. We just have 2 more left. We have number 1 and number 5 left on the list.
Okay. Could you reset the list?
Yep. We do not have 1. 2 is Mike Caldwell. 3 is Brandon Woodruff. 4, Yovani Gallardo. Do not have 5. Corbin Burns is 6. Freddie Peralta 7. Don Sutton number 8.
Okay. Jerry
Augustine.
We've done Augie. He was incorrect. That is where good. Hey, Sherry, you got 1 on the list. We certainly appreciate it. 800-990-3776. Caldwell, he was in 81 and 82.
Oh, okay.
And maybe guys threw more innings back then. Who knows? Who could say for sure, Chewy? 800-990-3776.
There's one that sticks out that is probably number 1 here.
Who do we got next, Joshy?
I believe this is Jim in Mequon.
Is that you, Jim?
Yeah, yes. This is Tim.
Oh, Tim.
in Mequon.
Tim in Mequon. Tim, all right, Tim, can you close out our top 8 list?
Yeah, I got 2 guesses. I'm not sure either. A bit of a shot in the dark. I'm going to say Zach Greinke.
So Zach Greinke is number 9 on the list, just outside. 16.2 innings back in 2011, so that is incorrect.
Is he still pitching? Or is he done?
I think he's done now.
Okay.
Next up, I believe this is Dan in Sussex.
All right, Dan, can you close out our top 8?
I think so. I got Pete Vukovich.
Vuk is number 1 on the list, 33.2 innings. Can you get who is number 5?
Yeah, how about Moose Haas?
Moose Haas is number 5 on the list. Yeah, so it was a good combination of like those old school guys from the 81, 82, and obviously the new guys in Woody, Yovani, Corbin Burns, Freddie Peralta. I feel like every era of Brewers playoff baseball was kind of represented
I
there.
played golf with Moose. He's a good dude. Kind of short, though.
Really?
For a pitcher?
Yeah.
Huh?
I have no idea how tall he is. I can hear. I'll click on his name and we'll see what his bio says. It says he's 6 feet.
And Gilbert's 315. Okay. Fair?
Fair
Okay.
enough. 800-990-3776. Thanks for playing the Top 8 at 8. A weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend. Tune in to Hear District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production. Marcus and his son Chris, who's a 1995 UCLA hoops champ himself, talk everything happening in the Bucks world and are joined by some of the biggest names in basketball. Plus, they'll answer some of your questions too. So stay on the beat of the Bucks and find Hear District. Now, it's bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Eastbound 94 backing up now from about 84th Street through the stadium interchange. The westbound side not looking too bad till you get to Waukesha. Then it's just a little bit backed up from about just before Elm Grove Road all the way to Calhoun. On southbound 43 backing up from Silver Spring down to almost North Avenue. Northbound side's all clear. Northbound 41, though, different story. Backed up from before Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh almost to Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Morningstar Golfers Club. Tee it up at Morningstar Golfers Club. Championship greens, breathtaking views, and a golf experience you won't forget. Book your tee time today at golfthestar.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly sunny, a high of 74 at the lake, 82 inland. Tonight, mostly clear, a low of 63. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project during their fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash Game Show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
Milwaukee College Prep, redefining what's educationally possible so more children can pursue their dream. Join me, Craig Karmazin, and Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 23rd at Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall, and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee scholars. Your support means quality education is accessible to over 2,000 scholars in Milwaukee. Enjoy food, drinks, and a chance to learn more. Purchase tickets at 2025 takeastand.givesmart.com. That's 2025 takeastand.givesmart.com.
Want your brand to turn heads and win hearts?
Captivate Exhibits can bring your brand to life by transforming lobbies, creating history walls, and beautifying facilities.
For over 32 years, Captivate has been the MVP of trade show exhibits and workplace design and fabrication. Let Captivate craft immersive branded environments that tell your story boldly, beautifully, and with purpose at events and around the office.
Score big by making your next event or your own space unforgettable. Create something legendary by getting started today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
For your fellow fanatics and your #1 fans. For your game day compatriots and your everyday companions. For your personal cheerleaders and your personal heroes. For the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Learn more at deltadentalwi.com today.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I thought
Salvation
every time
Army.
that they hear their name when it's non-scheduled, that's what they want to hear.
I could hear Ashley laughing in the background.
wrong.
He's
Gabe.
not wrong. Hey, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He is wrong.
On 94.5 ESPN.
All right, we're at the part of the week where I just cannot wait. I feel like I cannot wait anymore for this Brewers playoff series. I've enjoyed being able to kick back and watch the stress-free baseball the last couple of days, and we get more of it today. 3 of the 4 series are going to the third and deciding game today. Only one that ended in 2 games in a sweep. Dodgers disposing of the Reds quickly out in Los Angeles, so they'll get the Phillies. But, man, we're getting closer and closer. I cannot wait. I'm just so excited for this.
I know you say you don't care
Yeah.
about the Cubs, Padres, but who would you rather face in the next round, Dodgers or Phillies?
Probably the Dodgers.
Yeah, but isn't their lineup like
Phillies
brutal?
lineup's pretty brutal too. I mean, both those teams have really good lineups.
The Phillies lost one of their top pitchers. If
Yeah,
not their top.
no, they did lose their top pitcher, and they've played well since he left. The Dodgers have kind of been beat up all season long, and their pitching staff as well still have good enough pitching.
Wonder who the players want. You always want. Let me tell you what.
Oh,
when you
I'm
get
sure.
to the playoffs,
I'm sure.
you always want.
And I'm sure I'm sure they have their reasons. Like, oh, I don't want to see this specific pitcher because I don't. And I'm guessing it goes from player to player.
Like, I can tell you this: Super Bowl year.
Yeah.
Dallas versus Carolina. I wanted Dallas. That's a lie.
The fans wanted Dallas.
I know they wanted
because
Dallas.
I remember after the sloppy game that you played against the 49ers, and not that you guys played sloppy.
Yeah.
The field literally had to be replaced because it was so rainy and bad. I remember the fans chanting, "We want Dallas," because as Packers fans in 1996, we thought you guys were better than anyone, and it didn't matter. And plus, you guys had home field advantage.
That was an easy.
And in all of those years, like you guys always had to go to Dallas. Even the regular season, you had to go to Dallas. We never got Dallas in Lambeau until 1997.
Yeah. That was kind of an easy path when you think about it, because everyone thought it was going to be Denver coming out of the AFC.
Yeah.
And they lost to Jacksonville.
They did right away in the division.
Yeah.
I don't know the Niners
Dallas, but Dallas wasn't Dallas. But we were shocked that they lost to Carolina. Yeah. But it was really 2 games in a row, Carolina and then New England.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not losing this.
Well, and you probably didn't think you were going to, because wasn't Elvis Gerbach starting for Steve Young in the Niner game? Pretty sure he was.
He was. Yes. Yeah. But they were fine. They weren't.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of knew we were winning that game. I don't know. I don't know if that game scared us. I don't really think it did.
I just think of well, you guys felt like you were invincible at home.
Yeah.
And I think that.
Which we were.
Yeah. You guys, won 25, 26, whatever it was.
Because we even went down to Carolina at the beginning. I think we went down 3-0 because Brett threw, shocking, a pick. And there was no panic. I was like, that's fine.
Joshua, do you have a preference on who the Brewers play, Padres or the Cubbies?
This has been difficult for me for the better part of, since the matchup got announced. I would love nothing more than to beat the Chicago Cubs.
Me too.
Yeah.
And send Craig Counsell packing. On the other hand, I can't imagine anything worse than getting sent packing by Craig Counsell and the Chicago Cubs. So it's one of those tight wire acts.
Where it would be the most euphoric, but would also hurt the most.
Yes.
So you're kind of playing scared.
Well, yeah, it's the playoffs.
Sorry, I didn't realize there was a caveat to playing scared.
You can't play scared unless it's the playoffs. Yeah. Then you can play scared.
I understand. Gabe says, bring all comers, don't care who it is. That makes sense. The Brewers have been the best team in baseball for the better part of the entirety of the season. Once things got rolling in the right direction, things really took place for them. But I can't ignore what I've seen happen recently.
That's fair.
And we skipped the wild card round. Huge. Gigantic. Needed that.
Thank God.
But I still have a little bit of the willies. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Is there that discussion in baseball, though, with time off? You know how in the NFL, sometimes the bye week hurts you don't come out as fresh. Is there that same discussion in baseball?
Yeah, and it's still pretty new in baseball because it used to be, everybody would play right away, or you just had the one-game playoff for the wild card, and then everybody would play in the divisional series. So it's still relatively new in terms of dealing with it, because Pat Murphy had said he had reached out to a lot of people, and everybody hates it. Like, everybody hates the bye because you are a creature of habit in baseball. That's why the Brewers had a scrimmage going. They're trying to practice with intent this week.
Yeah.
Obviously trying to not get anybody hurt, but you still have to get your work in order to stay sharp. Nobody likes having the bye.
Football, you love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I feel it kind of goes. That debate happened the last time the Packers were in that position, right?
Love it.
And then they laid the egg in 2021.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Even though you come out a little rusty, there's more pep.
Okay.
There just is. There's more pep.
Which is fine. But also, there's experience with that during the season, right? Because you have a bye week. I guess you have it a little bit in baseball with the All-Star break, where you can kind of get a little bit of time off. But it's just nobody has really cracked that code yet in baseball.
Yeah.
Trying to navigate what it's like coming off the bye. But I'll tell you this, what I'm really happy about, that series won 3 games. Heck yeah. Have them play as much as possible. Wear out arms, do whatever you got to do.
Yep.
That series going 3 is fantastic. Our coverage of this October brought to you by Neurospine Center of Wisconsin, also brought to you by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Do want to tell you, though, about my friends at Mentality as well. Maybe you're dealing with symptoms of low testosterone. You don't even know it. That's where Mentality can help you, just like they've helped me. Maybe you have low energy or motivation, fatigue. You're just kind of tired all the time. That's what it was for me. I thought it was, I'm doing a morning show. I'm just going to be more tired, waking up, sleep cycle getting interrupted. That's maybe what it is. No, that's what it was. For me, it was low testosterone. But maybe you've got some weight gain or a little bit of muscle loss. Maybe, around that belly fat. Can't really lose that. You're anxious, moody, irritable. Mentality can help if it's low testosterone. They focus on your free testosterone levels. A lot of doctors overlook that. So they want to ensure that your treatment is tailored to you and your body. They also offer FDA-approved testosterone therapy combined with semaglutide to target fat while maintaining muscle. So what are the results? What does this all mean? Your energy comes back, belly fat burns off, your muscles strengthen, and you feel like yourself again, confident, driven, ready to tackle life. So don't let low testosterone hold you back. Be your best for you and your family. Go to the website, mentalityhealth.com/radio. Find out how to book an appointment. mentalityhealth.com/radio. Find out if you have low testosterone and if Mentality can help.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
But I want to tell you guys about my friends over at Potawatomi Casino, because Potawatomi is transitioning to October just like everybody else. And when they do October, they do October. You can play Bird Bash. That's the new game show for $50,000 in cash. Play with your Potawatomi rewards card. Prize drawings are on Thursdays, plus your play earns you a shot at the $300,000 December season finale. This game is called Bird Bash. It's only available at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. For more details, visit paysbig.com/Bird Bash.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics, all included in your membership. And right now, if you're not ready to commit to a full membership, you can try it all with their special trial offer. 30 days for $30. That's 1 full month of unlimited play, leagues, and clinics for only $30. Check it out at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What was a rebound? What did you just say?
Robust.
Robust.
You could say robust. Doesn't robust sound like a nice word of saying just a click below fat?
No, buddy, you're not fat.
Well,
you're
there's
rebound.
Well, Charles Barkley.
There's another
round mound of rebound.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Chewy hitting the road. He's not going to be here tomorrow. But Joshy and I cannot wait for it. It is going to be our Brewers playoff preview edition. A lot of guests lined up. We're going to have a lot of fun. Chewy, safe travels, buddy.
Deuces, as you would say.
How many, over-under on how many technical issues we're going to have getting him connected on Monday?
I plan to talk to him on Tuesday.
Looks like I'm having a good Sunday.
Wilde and Tausch coming up next.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.